Hello again, people. Right, it's Saturday morning and we're looking at the cryptos and the ETHUSD weekly chart. I had started to do the analysis on this for myself, and then I thought why not do a video about how I approach this chart at the weekend. So really and truthfully, I start on H4. These are just the European session movements, marked up in orange for Saturday and Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday again. So we've had quite a big movement during the day. As you can see, we've moved a great percentage of the 5-day daily range today alone. So interesting sort of movements. I suppose that's possibly because of the elections, Donald Trump and such like. So he's lost by all accounts. And looking at the H4 bar, because I like to trade, I like to see where we are in relation to that. So I draw the high on there, or should I say the previous H4 bar, and the low on there. And as you can see, it looks like we've broken out through the low of that we have. So that in itself is quite bearish. It could go up, of course. So to see where we are in relation to the higher time frames, which was why I was on the weekly chart, I couldn't see anything on that chart, the daily. So weekly, I could see I was inside a massive parent bar, you could call that, mother bar I think some call it. As you can see, all of this is inside. So the monthly would show you some sort of inside bar scenario as well. Massive bar, inside bar. We've broken out the high of the inside bar, so we might as well draw that on there actually as well. And while we're here, put the high of that huge bar on as well. And that really tells us that obviously we're bearish, but it means nothing in the short term really. That would be where this move would have its first sort of problem, if you like, and we know we're on our way up because we've closed through the high of that one. What I'll do is I'll highlight that one so we know exactly where we are in relation to the high of that monthly candle. That's the white dot there, in case you're not familiar with how that works. So back to the weekly. Clearly see we hadn't closed above it with any of these, which would carry through with the bars there to the left of us. We are attempting to close through it throughout November, but we're only on the 7th of November, I think. So we have a lot of possibilities for the whole of the month really. So where are we today in relation to what's going on? Well, we've got these flip zones as well, PPZ, price pivot zones, so could put them on. Don't worry, looks like spaghetti junction, as I always say, but on the lower time frames these levels are absolutely critical. And then not much more we can glean from that, apart from the fact even on this weekly we're trying to make a 3-bar reversal, but we haven't yet. Inside this one, of course, that is significant, and this level here on this weekly chart would be significant as well, so we might as well put that in, because we've got no more information available in this wick. That's why those might have a significance to the movements on the lower time frames, in my opinion. So here we go, we've broken through, we've closed through that monthly high there, we've closed through all these levels on the left as well. See how the weekly high was from the 16th of August was respected with a push and then a pullback, and then price now has decided to do its stuff on the daily. So the only information we get from the daily is we are looking a little bit overbought now. As you can see, RSI Histo did its stuff, break, pullback or bust pullback, break and close, and price went up. 3-bar reversal on this move here, which there's, by the looks of the momentum move through the break through the 20 level there. So that often coincides with a 3-bar reversal, which is why I use the 8 on here as opposed to the 14. We can quickly switch that and you'll see it will most likely change to a worthless level for us now, and that's why I use the 8. Just a quick demonstration of that. It's because the 3-bar reversal is a trend reversal. In other words, high, low, lower, high, lower, low, low, high, higher, low, higher, high, and close. Combined with that, that's good enough to give me, that's why I calibrated the RSI with the 3-bar reversal. I like it a lot. This one, coincided as well. There, break and close above the 20. So as you can see, it does seem to make sense, in my opinion anyway. So where are we in relation now to H4? Well, we can see we've battered against this H4 high, which is this morning in fact. We haven't actually, I do apologise. We're looking at this one. That is the H4 high, that's the H4 low. We are trying to break out of those two levels. It has broken the low, although momentum and the RSI would now suggest it may be reversing off of that, and obviously the tail. That's about all the information I can get off the H4. H1, get rid of that because it's only used for the rubber band trade. I know it does look a bit like spaghetti junction now, but I've explained all the reasons for these levels. What I was expecting before I started making this video, or you know, when I first did my analysis and then decided to do a video of it from start to scratch, what I'm expecting is the bias is to the long side, but in my opinion the pressure to the long side is falling off. The H1 has done a 3-bar reversal here. If we zoom in, that's the penultimate low. That's an engulfing 3-bar reversal, so technically it's only 2 bars, I know, but it's broken the downtrend with an up move, powerful up move. Engulfing bars are traditionally well, a green one would be bullish. We are making the pullback against that engulfing, in my opinion, now. So all we have to do really is do our analysis of the lower time frames and just watch what happens. This could go either way, as I said. There is no reason for it to continue long, and there is no reason as yet for it to go short. But by using the lower time frames, you can start to build up a picture, and that's what I do. So is that high higher than that? That's why I moved that vertical line. The high is 46198. The high is 46195. No, so that's the ultimate high. That's the penultimate. So for a 30-minute reversal, because we have reversed to the long side on the 30-minute, we would need to close below there. And then what we would see would be potentially a red bar below zero. And then all we need to do is look at the 15-minute, penultimate high, ultimate high, penultimate, and just build our picture of what's going on. Once again, we aren't oversold here, so in my opinion that hasn't really got any reason to consider shorting it until we have everything looking sensible to the downside. So the only way we can get an idea of what's going on is look at the lower time frames, which is why I use multi-time frame analysis. So a close below there, then a pullback, and then a continuation. You would expect then to see potentially a red below zero here, and then on M5 I must see for shorts this sort of scenario going on here, where we can see after, remember, the M15 has closed below there, so that's why we have to get our ducks in a row, and then all we can do is really attack the M30 low. Sorry, I do apologise, the M30 low is way down here. That's the H4 low, so that's the breakout. Then we've pushed back. Then we would consider I'd want to see a close below there again, the H4, then the pullback, and I would want to see all the RSIs agreeing with this potential scenario for the short side trade, and if not, we will have just continued to the upside, and everything would be looking good to the upside. And what we would want to see then would be this sort of scenario here: the bust up, the pullback, the break and close. And at that stage we would probably be bouncing off of this resistance that has created this low, a low here. Resistance would be potentially resumed as support, sorry for the wrong word, and then potentially price would go up. So that is my analysis of that, and that's how I would trade it. Shorts if it gets below the H4 low again, and we can attack that, and then we can attack the lower levels even further down. So weekly high would be potentially a good target. So that's it, guys. That's all I can say about this. If you want to watch it throughout the day, then that's what I will be doing on and off. It's Saturday, so time to relax. But you know, it took. This is my analysis from start to finish of this potential trade possibility, be it long or short. What did it take? 15 minutes, and that's a day's work. Then all you have to do is keep popping back. This is a trade plan. Okay, have a good weekend, and thanks for watching.